Welcome to episode 41 from Perfect English with Danny. Today we're going to talk about some common mistakes, and to be specific, we will focus on some common mistakes people usually make with the words age and aged. Let's start with the word age. Let's take a look at this example. I'm at the age of 22. People usually make this mistake because they try to translate literally according to their different languages. But in English, we either use be plus the number of the years, or we use be plus the number and the expression years old. For example, David is almost 12, or David is almost 12 years old. So here we should go back to this example and fix it by saying, I'm 22 or I'm 22 years old. But we don't say I'm at the age of 22. Let's take a look at another example. His age is about 55 years old. We do not use age and years old together. The usual way of mentioning someone's age is simply by using be plus the number. We say she'll be 16 next August. So here we should go back to this sentence and fix it by saying he's about 55 years old. Now let's take a look at these two examples. Soon you'll be of my age. Although we are at the same age, we have different interests. Now the expression we should use is be my, your, etc. age. We don't use at or of. We simply say be my age, be your age. For example, we say when I was your age, I was already going out to work. Or we can use be the same age as somebody. For example, we can say most of my friends are the same age as me. So here we should go back to these two sentences and fix them by saying, soon you'll be my age without of. And for the second one, we should say, although we are the same age, we have different interests. And now let's take a look at another example. In the age of 15, you are allowed to drive a car. Now, the phrases with age as their main word usually begin with at, not in. For example, we say keeping fit is very important at your age, or some girls get married at a very young age. So we should go back to the sentence and fix it by saying at the age of 15, you are allowed to drive a car. Now let's take a look at two more examples. A child in the age of 7 or 8 needs a little push. People in my age spend a lot of time in pubs. Now, if we want to use this expression, we have to use it in a different way. We don't say a child in the age of 7. We should use a noun, of, and the number. For example, we say they have a little girl of 3, not of the age of 3 or in the age of 3. We use the same expression, a noun, with of and my or your, etc. age. For example, we say he is very clever for a boy of his age. A girl of her age needs someone to play with. So now we should go back and fix these two sentences by saying a child of 7 or 8 needs a little push. And people of my age spend a lot of time in pubs. Now let's look at another example. They have 2 children in the age of 8 and 12 years. Now when you mention two ages after a noun, use either of the following, aged plus number and number, like when we say 2 boys aged 12 and 14, or we use number and number plus years of age. For example, we say 2 boys 12 and 14 years of age. So here we can fix the sentence in two different ways. We can either say they have 2 children aged 8 and 12, or we can say they have 2 children 8 and 12 years of age, but we don't say they have 2 children in the age of 8 and 12 years. These books are for children at the age of from 4 to 6 years. Now, when you mention an age range after a noun, you use either aged plus a number to number, like suitable for children aged 7 to 11, or we say between the ages of a number and a number. For example, we say suitable for children between the ages of 7 and 11. So In this example, again, we have two different ways we can use to fix it. We can say these books are for children aged 4 to 6, or we can say these books are for children between the ages of 4 and 6. And now let's move to the next keyword, which is aged. Let's take a look at this example. Not all aged parents have children to look after them. Now, when it means very old, aged is mainly used in formal styles, usually in the phrase the aged, like when we say the poor and the aged are entitled to free health care. Now, the usual word for this meaning is elderly, which also sounds polite. For example, we say the photograph was of an elderly gentleman with a white mustache. So here, the better word to use is elderly. We should fix the sentence by saying, not all elderly parents have children to look after them. Let's take a look at two more examples. My father left school at aged 14. At aged 45, farmers are able to retire. Now, we don't use at aged, we use at the age of a number, or simply at plus the number itself. For example, we say Alan got married at 20, or Sue got divorced at the age of 21. So now we should go back to fix these two sentences. We should say my father left school at the age of 14, or simply at 14. And for the second one, we can say at the age of 45 or at 45, farmers are able to retire. And that's all I have to say about the common mistakes people usually make with the words age and aged. Thank you very much. I'll see you next time. I hope you have learned something new today, and if you like what you have learned, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell icon to be notified whenever I post new videos. You wouldn't want to miss out on these videos. This is Perfect English with Danny saying goodbye for now, and see you in the next video.